In the ward, the god of death summoned the soul of the old lady. The little girl at the door watched curiously, and saw that the old lady slowly stepped into the smoke-filled door, and the lifeline behind her disappeared. The god of death, who was about to leave, looked back and found the little girl at the door. The god of death ignored it and left. Looking at the disappearing door, the little girl hurried into the room, curiously groping for the smoke on the ground. Just then, there were rapid footsteps outside the door. Several medical staff pushed a man into the emergency room hurriedly. The little girl also walked in, and the lingering smoke appeared again. From the open door came out a death god. Despite the doctor's efforts to rescue, the god of death still summoned the man's soul. After the work is done, the god of death is about to leave. The little girl grabbed him and pointed to the gate of the underworld, expressing that she wanted to go too. Death hesitated for a moment, then nodded in agreement. Just when the little girl walked into the gate, she couldn't get in and was blocked by an invisible wall. The little girl was crying anxiously. At this moment, the god of death discovered the little girl's lifeline, so he followed the little girl to her ward. It turns out that the little girl has been seriously ill for a long time, and the medical machine has been maintaining her life. Looking at the critical illness notice on the bed, her mother was still reluctant to give up on her and was very sad. The little girl doesn't want to make her mother sad, so the god of death summoned her mother's soul. Her mother was frightened. When she saw the god of death, she stepped back, turned to see the little girl, leaned over and touched the little girl's cheek, and hugged the little girl tightly in her arms. When the mother saw the lifeline behind the little girl, her reluctance grew even stronger. Finally, the little girl gave her toy to her mother. Her mother took the toy and gave the little girl a last hug. After waking up, her mother looked at the toy in her hand and felt more reluctance and helplessness. In this way, the little girl and the god of death entered the door of another world.